good morning, Sri Lanka. Yeah, if you're wondering where Jason is, unfortunately, I had to kick him out of the studios. Now, he actually ran out of the studios by himself because he was running late for something. But yes, you are with me, Anu, and if you just joined us, we are with Dharani. If you had joined us with our previous segment, yes, we are going to talk about more fun stuff about Dharani and Kai's closet. So I heard this interesting aspect of Kai's closet and how it came up.
Okay.
And you also mentioned that it's your stage name.
Yeah.
Because you like performing.
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting, because I know for a fact that you did law for a while and then you jumped into fashion designing. And then you also said that you love performing, singing. Do you sing? Sing and dance,
a little bit. Yeah. Sing, play instruments and dance.
Nice. Yeah. So how do you balance all that?
Well, actually, tell you the truth, ever since I came to Colombo, I haven't really done that much performing.
Right.
It's been very limited. Just been focusing more on dancing, I guess.
Okay.
But growing up, when I was in school, I was on stage all the time. So, if they ever needed someone to play
a tree.
Sing. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Tree or a rock.
Yeah,
I used to be the same kind. I can totally relate to that. I mean, for everything.
Yeah. So the minute they need something in the middle of a show, you know, if something goes wrong, they go play something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Awesome. So you mentioned the fact that ever since you came to Colombo, you have not been very upbeat up there on stage, right?
Yeah, not that much.
But that also means that you're not from Colombo.
Yes. From Kandy.
You're from Kandy. And you schooled at Hillwood.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So tell us about how you grew up, because I know for a fact that for every single entrepreneur out there, growing up, having a good family background, having a good circle of encouragement really matters. So tell us about growing up and your perspectives about fashion, how it built in you and how your mother supported you, like you mentioned to me before. Yeah. Tell us all about that.
Okay, so growing up, I was a really, really tiny kid. I was really thin. I still am. That has not changed.
It doesn't show.
Yeah, that's because I'm wearing
outfit.
I'm good at this. Alright, yeah, so growing up, I could never find any clothes to fit me. And I hated shopping.
Okay.
Also.
Is that because you were tiny?
Maybe, because maybe I just got frustrated.
No, because it could be also because you couldn't find any clothes that fit your
taste. So it could be that.
Yeah.
It could be that as well. But I also dislike browsing for hours and hours.
Sure.
It takes me all of 5 minutes to run through a store and to know whether I like something here or not, you know.
Okay.
That's me.
Right, cool.
My brother loves shopping with me because of this.
I was just about to say that men would be loving shopping with you a lot, because 5 minutes you get what you want, get out of the store.
Absolutely, yeah. I go in knowing what I want to get, so,
awesome.
You know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my mom hates shopping with me.
So your mom is the opposite?
Yeah.
Right,
wow.
Right.
She loves to spend hours
browsing.
Oh,
that's like me in a bookstore. I like doing that in a bookstore.
Oh yeah, I can do that in a bookstore.
Yeah, but not
in the clothes store.
Yes, so, like you were saying.
Yeah. So growing up, it came to a point where my mom had to make all my clothes for me, because I could never find anything to fit, and nothing that's to my taste.
Okay.
You know, because there's only so much you can get out of a kids section.
True.
So very true. And which I still go to, by the way.
That's a good one. So if you see any teeny weeny, the fairy-like person browsing in the kids section, that's Dharani for you.
Yeah. So
sorry about that. I was joking.
That's true.
Yes. Moving on.
Right. So yeah, my mom. Lucky for me, she loves designing and stitching as well.
So she designs as well as stitches.
Yeah, she's been doing this for my entire life.
Right.
You know, for as long as I can remember.
Right.
So I'm really lucky that way, because I had such a good wardrobe growing up. I had the best dresses, you know, and they always fit me so well.
So jealous.
Absolutely. Yeah, the envy of everyone.
Is that why you mentioned that your friends come into your closet and pick whatever they want?
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're lucky to have a mom like that. Yeah. Has she been doing this as a profession?
No, she hasn't.
This is just a hobby?
Yeah, it's just a hobby. I think this was her dream, initially, but she just
now
couldn't
you're
make
making it come true?
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice. This is very proud of you then.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, but what does she think about, you told me that you were very active at extracurricular activities in school. So, and from that to going to law, and then into fashion designing again. What does she think about that? What does she have to say? What was her say?
Let's see. Well, growing up, where my extracurricular activities were concerned, she was there for every performance, every time I got up on stage.
Nice.
both my parents, really. I mean, they've been wonderful.
Yeah, Dharmi's dad is right there with us.
Yeah.
Away from Twitter, I can see him, yes. Okay.
Yeah, so, and then law was their idea, initially, and yeah, I resisted a bit at the start.
Okay.
It wasn't my idea of what I wanted to do.
Right.
But, I mean, when I started studying it, I realized that in an academic sense, they're quite interesting. You know, you get some really crazy cases out there.
You do.
You do. So, yeah, it's kind of fascinating in a sense to study. But, yeah, when it came to being a lawyer, it didn't fit me that well. And, yeah, my parents went through a bit of a time with me because I was stressed out trying to figure out what to do.
They always do.
Yeah.
That's come here, sit down, let's have a chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
every single girl goes through that in
yes,
their life.
So. We went through that phase for a while. But then when I came up with this idea, my mom's been nothing but supportive. I mean, she was like, yeah, this is absolutely you can do this.
That's amazing.
So it was wonderful, and even my dad, he's really supportive. Whenever I need stuff like zippers and thread, he goes out and gets it for me. So he does that.
That's so cute. Yeah, I mean, that's very supportive, and it's very important to have parents like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
okay, so schooling. What about your the attachment between the, say, let's say, do you find anything general and linked between law and what you learned academic wise and what you do right now? Everything that you have learned from school, do you actually relate what you learned into what you're doing right now? Because most people don't. They study one thing, they go into something else,
yes,
and they forget about everything they study.
Okay, well, I haven't really given up the law side of things entirely, because still few people come to me for advice.
Good.
So I guess that's there, but it's kind of compartmentalized because I don't really bring a lawyer sense of fashion into what I do.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean.
So it's done separately.
Yeah.
Okay.
That being said, I can tell you very frankly that all my designs are sort of tied to some sort of experience. So it's very personal. Everything that I design has a piece of me in it.
Right.
You know.
Is that why you model your own designs?
No, that's not. That's not why.
Is it because only you can fit into it? Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
That's partly the reason.
Part of it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, starting out, I didn't want to make such a big investment because not knowing where it would go.
Okay.
Right? So it didn't make sense at the time for me to make clothes for a model that I might not be able to sell later on. Yeah. And also these designs are all one-off designs. I don't repeat anything. So they're all custom made. So that being the case, it made sense that I should design what I've already made for myself and see what people have to say about it and see if there's a demand for that kind of, you know, style. And apparently there is. So
there obviously is, otherwise you won't be on the show, Dharni.
Fair point. Yeah.
I'm just saying. What is interesting from your talk is that, so you said that it's all custom made, right?
Yeah.
Do your customers or people who actually see all your designs out there, do they send in their designs to you in order for to be designed by to be materialized by you?
A few do.
Okay. And do you think they're good ideas? So far, have you found anything interesting? Or something that's to be inspired from?
Sometimes, yes.
Okay.
I try to take some inspiration out of it because, see, for me, Kai's Closet is about you showing a part of yourself through the clothes that you wear. You know, it's sort of, it shows a piece of your personality. You know, it's like because first impressions make, I mean, it's huge. The minute you see someone,
you judge that person.
You don't mean to do it, but it happens, right? And you judge people based on what they're wearing.
So what you're saying, clothes they do indirectly or directly show the personality of a person.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nice.
So, and I think that's what
I'm
it
a little
should be.
scared right now.
Yep.
I don't know what you judge about me. Look away. No, but yes, it's true what you're saying.
Yeah.
No matter what other people, you know, people actually say that first impressions don't matter, but I think they do.
No, they do. Absolutely. It makes or breaks a conversation, you know. I mean, you decide whether you're going to talk to this person or not, depending on your first impression.
Right.
Wouldn't you say so?
I do,
an extent,
but I haven't thought about it so far. So, that's kind of deep.
I have my moments.
Yes. And a lawyer you are, so I'm a little freaked out right now. But that's okay, no problem with that. So, Dhari, what do you do? Do you find time to do any recreational activities except for designing? Do you do any sport to keep you motivated, you know,
Dancing.
Dancing.
I dance.
Okay, now that's something common that we both have.
Sure.
Because I'm not sure, maybe I don't think we share the same styles of dancing.
Okay.
But I do a little bit of dancing as well.
Okay.
So, have you been making anything related to dancing, costumes? Or something for the stage?
My own costumes, yes.
Your own costumes?
Yes.
Alright.
I've done a few of those.
Okay. And if anybody wants to order anything?
Sure. Be happy to help. Yeah.
Alright, awesome. So, yeah, tell us about your hobbies. Just dancing and that's it?
I love playing instruments. So I play.
What are the instruments you play? I actually forgot to ask you when you started the performance. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. So I play piano. I started off with that. I play guitar and violin. Hope to get on percussions at some point. Yeah.
Hope to get a percussion. Interesting. I also heard this is very fine because I read it online that percussion helps you lessen depression, it seems. I don't know. I just heard it online. Read it online. So if you are depression prone, going for a drums class apparently helps you.
Okay.
So, yeah. Very interesting. So you're a well-balanced person.
I hope so.
Yeah, you seem to be a well-balanced person according to my perspective.
Right.
And I'm sure that the audience thinks the same. I don't know. Let's see. But okay, Jason was speaking about your designer idols. And he was also talking about Batman.
Yes.
And the fact that you like to cater to everybody's tastes. Just simply asking, okay? What if a person, for example, a student who is also a part-time employee somewhere, wants to get her own style of clothing.
Okay.
Usually what people do is they always follow the same trend that everybody does, right? What do you recommend when you want to buy a brand new wardrobe? I'm going for a job next month. I have to buy a refreshed wardrobe.
Okay.
What do you recommend when it comes to personal styling? What do they have to focus on? Do they have to only focus on comfort or fashion? Or how do they differentiate their styles when it comes to shopping for clothes?
Right. Okay.
In your perspective,
right.
That's different things, right?
Okay, so I'm going to assume that when you say you need a new wardrobe, this is just for the job. I'm assuming?
Job or I was focusing on if you are a student and working somewhere.
Right. So you need something that goes with
both.
Yeah. Right. So for me, no matter what it is, whatever the event is, whether you're going for a really high class event or whether it's you're just wearing jeans and you're going for a class, first thing is you need to be comfortable in what you're wearing. Yeah. So that's always a factor for me. I always ask my clients, where is your comfort zone and where's the line? What do you not ever want to wear? Okay. So, for some people, they don't do sleeveless at all. Sometimes they don't want tube dresses.
Right.
Things like that.
Right. Yeah.
So, if it's a job, then you need something smart, obviously. Solid colors. And
solid colors, interesting.
Solid colors. I like solid colors.
Right.
Especially if it's job oriented, I would say.
But do you think we can pay off wearing solid colors at school or college as well?